All right, welcome back, everybody. Today we're doing lesson 1-4 from Unit 1, Lesson 4. We just took our quiz Friday, and we're starting again with multiplying integers. We have 2 more lessons to go before the test. So we did adding and subtracting integers. Now we're getting into multiplying and dividing integers. Good news is multiplying and dividing integers have the same rules. So if we master the multiplying integers rules today, dividing integer rules are identical. So if you have integers with different signs, they will always have an answer that are negative, okay? So if you have a group of negative things, you're going to end up with a negative answer. Or if you have a negative group of positive things, it would be the same thing, be negative. So here we have 9 times negative 2. You have a positive times a negative, a group of negative things, so you're going to have a negative 18 as your answer. Same thing over here. It's kind of the opposite way to think about it. You have a negative group of positive things, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but mathematically it can happen. You're going to have a negative 28. Remember, the commutative property of multiplication says you can reverse the order. So this could really be a positive group of negative things, which is why that can happen. Now, if they have the same sign, okay, they're always going to be positive. So 2 positives, you've been doing that ever since you learned multiplication, are obviously going to be positive. If you have 2 negatives, they're going to cancel each other out. Okay, so a negative times a negative is actually positive. It's kind of like when you can't make up your mind. If you're heading left, you decide to do the opposite of going negative is actually going positive. So being negative, going left, the opposite of going negative is going positive. So 2 negatives makes it positive with multiplication. Let's do a couple examples of that. So negative 12 times negative 4, 2 negatives makes it positive, 48. Now here we have an exponent. If you remember, exponents mean you're going to repeat your base that many times. So this really says negative 5 times negative 5, which is 25, because you have 2 negatives. Makes your product positive. Now over here we have 3 negatives. We didn't talk about this yet, so let's work it through. We have 2 negatives makes that a positive, 35. Now you bring this one up. Now you go with the other rule. You have a positive and a negative, so your answer has to be negative. 35 times 3 is 90 plus 15, 105. Okay, I did partial products to do that in my head, but you can do old school multiplication by hand. 5 times 3 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. Same result. And that would be a good job of showing your work. So if you notice, sometimes on Canvas you get me giving you partial credit. I need you to resubmit. Show me some work. Show me your work. Show me what you're doing. Okay? This would be showing your work. Let's look at a word problem. Mr. Simon's Bank automatically deducts $4 monthly. Deducts $4 monthly, so deducts $4 every month from his savings account. Write a multiplication expression to represent maintenance fees for 1 year. How many months are in a year? 12 months. So negative 4 times 12, it's a negative times a positive. 1 negative means altogether it's a negative $48. Don't forget, with a word problem, you have to have a label. That's it for today. See you all later.